Google has a free tool that is so powerful, it could turn you into a millionaire. I'm absolutely serious about this, by the way. People are already using this to generate profit online at lightning speed. And this tool is called NotebookLM. And the thing that if you don't know, NotebookLM just released a wild update. It unlocks 3 new amazing ways that you can use it to generate profit with an online business. And today, in this video, I will show you not just this new feature, but I'll show you how to use it. And then I'm going to give you 3 proven strategies that you can use to take this new NotebookLM feature and turn it into your very own profit machine. So you want to know how to tap into this gold mine before everyone else jumps on board? Keep watching, and I'm going to walk you through step by step. You'll see how to make money with NotebookLM's new video overview. And I'm even going to give you all the AI prompts that you need to get started immediately. And by the way, when you stick around to the end of this video, I will share a bonus way. We have an extra way for you to make money and grow your very own business with AI. And I've got all the prompts that you need and everything you need to put this to use. So stick around, keep watching through to the end. So, are you ready? Then let's dive in. So if you're not already aware, NotebookLM is an incredibly powerful AI tool that was released by Google, and you can get access to it for free. There are some premium and paid plans, but you can access the tool and actually start using it to make money without spending a dime to get started. So let's go into how the Notebook video overview works. And perhaps what I should do first is even explain what it is. So up until now, you've been able to use NotebookLM to collect a whole bunch of different resources and reference materials. You can feed it YouTube videos, you can feed it blog posts, you can copy and paste transcripts of things, anything that has information in it. You feed it to NotebookLM, it studies it all, and then it can create all kinds of cool stuff. The thing that people were most excited about is the podcast feature, where it would create actual AI podcasts with 2 fake artificial intelligent guests that would talk about your subject. So you can actually upload your own content and create an AI podcast about it. You can make AI podcasts about products, about services, about information, and they've been incredibly useful for getting traffic and making money with an internet business. It's gone a step beyond that now. So now, not just can you upload all these sources, you can now transform them into amazing videos. And these are really, really good, by the way. So we're going to show you some examples. You'll see the videos that it generates. You'll see how easy it is to use the tool, but it'll take all the information that you upload. Maybe it's about one of your products, or maybe you're an affiliate and you want to promote someone else's product. Give it a bunch of information about those things, and it will crank out a really cool video covering that topic. So you could make informational videos, you could make training courses, lessons, product reviews, all kinds of uses for this amazing video tool. And again, I'll show you examples and we'll talk about how you use it to make money. But first, let's dive into step by step how you use this brand new feature. It's pretty darn easy. You can give it sources that are PDFs, text files, MP3s, Google documents, websites, and YouTube videos. In fact, you could take one of my videos and give it to NotebookLM and it will make content. And I give you permission to do that, by the way. If you want to take one of my videos and rip it and stick it in NotebookLM to make some content, have fun. That's totally fine by me. So you can take your videos or other people's videos to create content like this, okay? Now, if you don't already have a NotebookLM account, you want to go to notebooklm.google. It's kind of a weird URL, but you can see it there, notebooklm.google, and then you can create your first notebook. There's a screenshot there showing you a bit of what it looks like. The next thing that's going to happen is you're going to get prompted to attach all of your sources. So what is the reference material that you want to feed it? And again, it can be links to products, links to blog posts, all the stuff we've been talking about. You can just upload them or give it URLs, paste text in, whatever you want to use to feed it the source materials. And that's what that will look like. And I can pull up the screen and give you an example here in just a moment. So then you're going to present it with a screen that looks like this. And on there, you'll notice off to the right-hand side is video overview. And that's the new feature that we're talking about. So you see that right over there? That's what it looks like. And let's dive in and I'll show you an example. So we're going to go to notebooklm.google. Just like I said, make sure you're signed into Google or you'll need to create a Google account, and then you click try NotebookLM. And you can be on one of Google's paid plans or not. You still can use NotebookLM for free, even if you're not. And you'll notice here there's a create new button on the top right, but there's also one here that says create new notebook right there. So I'm going to click that. And there's that upload sources, right? So we can upload whatever sources we want. So just for fun, let's go over to my YouTube channel and we're going to go here to videos. let's take this video right here. Services, okay. Your products, how they go. So there's one of my very own videos there on the channel. And we're just going to take the link here. I want to take the main link to the video. We're going to copy it. And then we're going to come over here and we're just going to see right there, the YouTube button. Click that. We're going to paste our link in there. And again, this could be your videos if you have a channel, but it can be anyone's video with no limits. And then we just click insert. Okay. And you'll see over here, it's doing its thing. And you can keep adding more sources if you want. Over here, you can just click the add button and add more and more sources. You can also click the discover button to search and help Google. Google will help you brainstorm to try to find new sources. But once you're happy with the sources that you have fed it, there's all kinds of stuff that you can do with this. And we're not going to go into a deep dive of all the different things that you can do with NotebookLM. But in fact, if you want more training about this, let me know in the comments down below if you'd like more NotebookLM training, because there's a lot of stuff we can do, from mind maps to the audio overviews, which are the podcast I was talking about, to reports. You can use this to create blog posts. There's so many uses for it. So if you want more training, just let me know in the comments down below. Today, we're going to focus on the video overview one. So we're going to click that, and you'll notice there are 3 dots right there, and you can customize it. So if you want to give the AI some guidance on how you want it to make your video, if you want it to zero in on specific topics, or you want it to talk about a certain thing, or recommend a specific product, you can give the AI instructions right here. For the speed of today, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to click the video overview. And now you can see it's gone to work. So it's now going to make a video overview of my video, video of a video. But again, I'm just doing a quick demo. You could use blog posts and all the other features to do this in addition to videos. All right. So that's the basics of how you use it. So let's go back and talk more about making money with this. And the first thing I want to do is I want to show an example of a video.
All right, today we're cracking open the playbook of, well, the biggest YouTube channel on the entire planet. And this isn't some analysis from the outside. No, this is a direct brain dump from Mr. Beast himself. It's an internal guide he wrote for new hires, and we're going to see the raw, unfiltered method behind all that madness. And you know, right from the very first line, you get the vibe. He's not trying to make this some pop.
And so real quick, I want to point out, you'll notice on the screen, it's off to the side. So if you're looking at that big screen, the video that was produced is all the way to the far right of that screen. So you can see there as it's changing and the video's going, but the audio, it's like a slide presentation, all produced by Google and by NotebookLM. So when you're looking at the player, make sure you're looking at the right part of the screen so that you can see what we're talking about here with that video.
This is a guide from someone who has spent tens of thousands of hours obsessed with one thing, and that's YouTube. That authenticity, it's the key to understanding everything else. And there it is, the core thesis of this whole thing. He immediately draws a line in the sand. This is not Hollywood. He's telling his team, to get what we do, you have to forget the old rules, because YouTube, it's a completely different animal. So, okay, if the goal isn't to be Hollywood.
As you can see in that video, what we did, we have a Mr. Beast leaked manual. It's his training guide, how he trains his staff on how to make videos. And he took that leaked PDF manual, uploaded it to NotebookLM, and asked NotebookLM to make a video training out of it. So that would be a great example of how you might want to do some informational training, whether you're going to use this inside of your own courses or inside your own members area where you're selling information, or if you want to release something for free, you could turn that into an informational blog post where you put the video in there. You could be releasing that on social media for more additional training, but you can use it in a variety of places. And it becomes a cool way where you can actually put out informational content through social media, and it doesn't have to have your face on it or even your voice, because it creates all of that for you. And the videos are really, really good. So that's just the first example, more to come. And don't forget, we're about to show you 3 powerful ways to make money with NotebookLM. And then I've got a bonus with all the prompts and everything you need coming up too. And we shall continue on. So now that you know what it is, what it makes, and how it works, let's dive into some of the money-making strategies. Oh, I forgot, almost forgot. So you'll see on the page right there, there is a link. I'll also pop that link down below and in the chat of this video. You can download that deck. So the deck you see me going through with all the links to the case studies and resources and example videos. And we're going to have some AI prompts for you in just a little bit. All of those are in this deck. So if you'd like to download your copy for free, just head right on there. You'll see pushbutton.ai/subscribe. You'll subscribe to our Ingeniosity newsletter. It's totally free. And as a gift, we're going to give you that playbook that you see on the screen right there. So go claim your copy and let's continue. So we're going to start out. We're counting down from number 3 down to number one of my favorite money-making strategies. So first, money-making strategy number 3 in the countdown are daily AI newsletters. So NotebookLM's this overview button will spin up a news recap. So what you can do if you're in a niche market that has updated information and news and information that is constantly coming out, which is most niche markets, they have updates and news and information. You can have NotebookLM stay on top of what's going on today and then produce you these short overviews of the day's news. Think about the AI niche, my niche, right? There's news coming out every hour almost. It's so much news, it's really hard to keep up with. So I can feed all of that to NotebookLM and let it produce a 60-second news overview of everything going on in my niche market. Like we talked about the AI market, right? So it's an ever-growing source of news and information. So we followed a very simple procedure, and we have an AI prompt that I'm going to share with you that collected up all of the day's news, and then we fed it to NotebookLM, and here's what we got.
All right, let's get right into it. This is your rapid-fire AI briefing, where we cut through all the noise to give you the signal on the biggest moves in AI this week.
So the story that is just shaking up the entire industry comes from the one company everyone, and I mean everyone, associated with keeping their best tech under lock and key. This single move has completely reset the board for the whole AI race. Okay, let's dive into our first big story.
So as you can see there in the news, it has been OpenAI. So at the time of recording this video, that is the big news of the day. People interested in AI, that is exactly what they want to hear about. And then it would go on and do a recap of other items in the day's news. So this could be really valuable in a variety of ways. So we're going to dive into how you can make one of these and why it's so valuable for you to make money. What we did here is we used ChatGPT. So we used ChatGPT's O3 model. One of the things that you can select when you're talking to ChatGPT, and we took a very quick prompt and we copy and pasted it into ChatGPT, and it did all of our research. And you can see here it says, I'm going to make a notebook on AI news over the last 72 hours. Can you find me 15 to 25 sources to put in my notebook, articles, YouTube videos, etc. Then we fed it examples of people that are covering AI news, okay? So for you, you would customize this to fit your niche market. And you might have a list of common places where news in your niche market appears. These could be blogs, news articles, YouTube channels, whatever they might be, personalities in your space. And you just add them to the list and use this same exact prompt, and you submit it to ChatGPT. And it's just as easy as it looks. What happens is if we go to ChatGPT, it's going to spit out all of that news. It'll be a really long report. It'll come back with that news. We're going to copy and then paste it into NotebookLM. I'll do a quick little demo here. So let's go over to ChatGPT. We're going to turn on O3. So that's where you do it. I already have it on O3. So I'm going to just for speed, I'm not going to change this at all. You would obviously customize this to fit your niche market, but I'm going to take it just as is, and then I'm going to paste it in here, and then I'm going to hit the button, okay? So you can see here that it is now thinking, it is going to do its job, and it's going to come back with all the material of today's news, or in this case, it's the last 72 hours, but you could say the last 24 hours if you want to do a daily video. You could do these weekly, you could do these daily, it's really up to you. Heck, in the AI industry, we could probably do one every hour, I would bet. So it's doing its thing, and it will come back in a moment, and I'll show you what you would then copy and paste into NotebookLM. And then while we're waiting for that, let's go back to NotebookLM. Okay, it made my video. So we're backtracking a little bit. Remember earlier, I gave NotebookLM my video here on YouTube. This was about how an egg built an empire. If you've seen that video, it's really good. Let's watch it.
What if I told you there's a forgotten business secret from the 1950s that's behind some of the biggest companies in the world today? And what if I told you that we can supercharge that same exact secret with modern AI to create offers that people absolutely fall in love with? Well, let's dive in. So let me ask you this. Could one single fresh egg...
So there you go. You can see here that it produced a 6-minute, 39-second video, a quick recap. Took the training from my video, condensed it, and did a quick 6-minute slide deck teaching the strategies from that video. Pretty powerful. So let's come back here to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is still thinking. So we're gonna have to let it continue doing its thing. It's searching the web and doing, here we go. So after 1 minute and 55 seconds, it came back, giving me a bunch of news, and it's kind of recapping it. And in this case, it didn't quite listen to me. It actually didn't produce a text summary. So all I'd have to do, if you get this where it doesn't quite give you what you're looking for, you can just say, please put this into a text summary. Be detailed. So again, you can just give it commentary and guide it if it doesn't quite give you what you're looking for. And that's the thing about AI. Sometimes it can be a little unpredictable. So I'll pull it to do that, and it's going to take all the sources and it's going to organize them, summarize them, and put all the information that I need. Let's do some more web searching too. So we'll come back to that. But let's continue on with the training. This is a business model that can produce a lot of revenue. So newsletters, whether they're free newsletters, paid newsletters, are a really profitable business model. And we have a bunch of examples. And in the deck, that you can download that deck for free if you want to get all these links. Here's a bunch of examples. Morning Brew, Ben's Bites, The Peak, TLDR, and The Hustle are all phenomenal examples of wildly successful businesses. And all they do is cover the news in their particular niches. You can see Morning Brew, that company was bought for $75 million. They had 2.5 million subscribers. Here's another one here, has 110,000 subscribers. That's Ben's Bites, is making 6 figures in annual recurring revenue. Here's another one here. This is The Peak. That was actually bought. A company bought it for $5 million. So they built up a free newsletter and then sold the whole company for $5 million. TLDR grew to millions of subscribers and has an empire of free newsletters now. I mean, you can learn more about that case study there. Of course, the Hustle, that's kind of a famous one, sold to HubSpot, the marketing company, for $27 million. And there's that. So the newsletter business model is a wildly profitable one. I'd like to know, if you want more training on the newsletter model, let me know in the comments down below. Vote. Tell us what we should be covering next. You want me to do a deep dive and go really in depth on how to make a lot of money with newsletters and free newsletters? Pop those into the comments and let me know. And we'll perhaps, if there's enough interest, then we'll cover it in a future video. Okay, drop a comment, let me know. Let's move on to moneymaker number 2 as we count down. That is 5-day mini courses. So I do a lot when it comes to selling information. And that could be information in a lot of different sources. And one of my favorites are courses. And so for this business model, we're actually going to break down and create a 5-day mini course. And it is going to make you a ton of money. And we're going to use NotebookLM to do it. Let me show you. So we have an example here of a day 1 of a 5-day energy booster challenge. Okay. So you could do this. You could charge for these, but you can also give them away for free. And it's a fantastic way to build a list, build an audience, and get interest in your other paid products and services. Or you can just sell tickets to these workshops and challenges. I do that quite a lot. I just did 3 workshops in a row for tickets that cost $49 to attend these workshops. And you could do that using this model if you so chose. And so we do have a prompt that we use, and we use this in NotebookLM. So we will share this with you. Everyone who downloads this deck will also get this prompt as well that we use when we instruct NotebookLM to make our videos. And so what I'll do now is I'm going to have producer Nick share his screen so we can see the example linked here in the deck.
All right, welcome to day 1 of our 5-day Energy Booster Challenge. If you're just tired of feeling tired, especially when that mid-morning slump hits, you are in exactly the right place. Over the next 5 days, we are going to install one simple, powerful habit each day. And today's habit? It all starts by just stepping outside.
So day 1, we're talking about something called the sunlight protocol. The best part? It's a single habit. It's incredibly powerful, and it costs absolutely nothing.
So as you can see, it was created in NotebookLM. And let me show you again on my screen an example of what he did. So in addition to uploading the sources for his material, he gave it custom instructions. So if you remember the 3 dots, when I went to generate my notebook, there were 3 dots. You click them and you can add custom instruction. And as you can see there, he guided the AI, as you can see, it explained how to do the intro, explained what he was looking for, and gave some specific guidance to help the AI produce the right kind of video with the right kind of script. And it's really simple to do. Those short courses and challenges, they can be wildly profitable. In our business, we use them a lot. We've used them both to sell expensive products and services. So we've done workshops and challenges where we bring people in and we spend 2 to 5 days with them, helping them learn about a topic. And then we offer them some of our more expensive products and services. works amazingly well. We've made a lot of money doing this, and it works in every possible niche you might imagine. And you can also do free challenges. So recently, we've just finished I did a bunch of challenges, one after the other after the other. Some of them were paid. For us, we charged a $49 ticket price. Others were free, where we let people in for free to their workshops and challenges. So you can decide which of those models best fits you. If you're more interested in just getting a bunch of people on your list and getting subscribers, or you want to try to go for some money right out of the gate, the choice is yours. And you can see I'm not alone. I'm not the only one doing this. You can see this case study here, which is linked to in the deck. If you want to go check that out, you download the deck right there. With this one, he did that workshop model through an educational email course, and then he used it to sell a high-ticket program, like I talked about. Bring people into either a free or a low-ticket challenge, and then on the end, you sell them something much more expensive. And then here you can see Ali Abdal. There's a case study from him of doing basically the same exact thing. So I am curious from you, what would you make a course about? What niche do you serve? Who do you help with your business? Or maybe you don't know yet. Let me know. Maybe you're one of those who needs guidance and help to try to figure out what niche market you should be in. But let me know in the comments, what's your niche market? What would your mini course be about? Or if you need guidance from me, tell me you don't yet know. Maybe we can do some help on the channel here to help guide you into picking the right niche market. So pop those comments down below and let me know. So moving on, we're gonna go down to a NotebookLM Moneymaker #1. This one is awesome. There's a reason it's #1, because it is #1. And don't forget, coming up is our bonus strategy. So we have a bonus strategy, and I wanna remind you that all the prompts and all the case studies and links and everything that you see in that deck that I've been showing on the screen, they can be yours. It's totally free. Just go join our Ingeniosity newsletter. Again, I'll drop a link to make it simple and convenient. I'll put it down below in the description and in the comments. pushbutton.ai/subscribe. That'll redirect you to the right place, and you can join and get your copy of this deck for free. Now, we're going to use NotebookLM to get traffic, because this is one of the most challenging parts of starting an online business. Because it's one thing to create your business and put it online. In fact, I help my students and customers do that every day. We use AI and some pretty advanced tools that make it really simple to launch your business. The next step is getting traffic. And without the traffic, you can't make any money. And there's an example. This is one of our sites we launched and rocketed it to 26 million visitors really, really super quick. And Google loves the strategy that we're talking about here. And we're talking about content and blog posts more specifically. When you post blog content to your website, Google loves it. It likes current, up-to-date content that is relevant right now. And so when you have your site becomes a constant source of new and updating information, it gives you kind of a favored status in Google. And what Google really loves is when you have a daily blog post and it comes with a video. If you have your blog post and right in the blog post, you paste your video in. So what I recommend you would do here is generate your NotebookLM video. And you would do that by going to NotebookLM, give it the sources, generate the video, and then you upload that video to YouTube. And then we're going to take the YouTube embed code. If you've never seen that, YouTube actually has a really simple way to embed videos in your website. A lot of people don't realize this, but it's actually really, really simple. And you can embed all kinds of videos. But in this case, I'm telling you to upload your own NotebookLM video to YouTube. And then you come down here, you see share, and then you'll see this button here that says embed. And then you have some code right here. You just copy it and you can paste this right into your website or your page on your blog, and it will embed this video right into your blog post. It's really simple to do, and that's what we're going to do. And then the next step, let's come over here. We'll take a look at, this is an example of the notebook I did, right? So once you have created your video, you can download the video right here. See the little download button? So we're going to download it, and then we're going to upload it to YouTube, and then we're going to embed it like I just showed you. And then the final step, we're going to come over here and we're going to say right down here in the chat, and we're going to say, now, please create a detailed blog post and include any step-by-step actionable instructions. Make this a incredibly valuable blog post. And then I'm going to hit the button. And it's going to write my blog post for me. So we'll give it a moment here to think about it. We'll see what it does. Usually it's pretty quick. Oh, there we go. Now, one of the things that you'll notice is that by default, it quotes your sources and it sticks them like that. Like it has all of our sources It's referencing my video and the transcript of my video where it got the information, okay? So what we'll want to do is you can ask for it without the references. Please recreate this, but do not put inline references. Instead, just put one reference at the very end, okay? So that's one way to try to stop it from doing that. So we'll submit that. And it's going to re-output it, hopefully, without all of the, there we go. It's following my instructions. Perfect. So not only do we have our title to make our page with, our blog post, we have our text to make our blog post. It's a pretty good lengthy article. And then we have the video that will go in the page to accompany it. Pretty powerful. So why would we want to do this in the first place? And that's because Google loves this. And not just Google, by the way. The other search engines, because there are lots of search engines besides Google, they also love this. And AI loves this. So when, for example, OpenAI, ChatGPT, or whether it's Google's Gemini or all the AI services, when they see an article packed full of useful information, and it also has video content to go with it, they just love that, and they will send you traffic. So this is a quick and simple way to use NotebookLM to get a lot of traffic. And here's a case study of somebody who did a content strategy very similar to what we're talking about now. NotebookLM now makes this so much easier. This person might have done it the hard way before this, because this feature is brand new, but yet they still scaled up a site from nothing to making almost $3,000 a month. It took only 9 months. So they worked at this for 9 months, built it up to where it was making just a little under $3,000, $2,836 a month in income. And they went around and flipped it and sold that blog for $59,000. Pretty crazy. How'd you like to spend 9 months just kind of doing a little part-time thing on the side, making daily blog posts, and then after 9 months, you turn around and cash in for 59 grand? Not bad. So if you'd like to source to that, there's a link to it in the deck. So make sure you download the deck and get your copy. Before we get to the bonus content, I do want to ask you, if this video was useful to you today, give us a thumbs up and like the video. It does help put out the signals to the algorithms out there that this video is worth watching, and it would be helpful to me. I would be eternally grateful. And I would love to see your thoughts on what you'd like me to cover in a future training video. So pop your comments down below and vote. It is according to what you recommend and what you ask for is what we will do more training on. So drop down into the comments and let me know whether you want maybe more training on NotebookLM, more training on doing newsletters, or anything else for that matter. Let us know. Shout it out in the comments, and our channel's very own producer, Nick, will go through them, and he puts all of your ideas on our content list, and we basically take them up according to which ones are in the most demand. And then also subscribe to the channel. If you're not already a subscriber, that red subscribe button that you'll see somewhere down there, it's calling your name. And then you'll get more content from us every single week. And I'm live every Wednesday. I would love to see you on one of our future live broadcasts. So to make that happen, tap that red subscribe button. So now let's go on to our bonus method. And we actually have a video on the channel all about it. And that is our $2 a day AI strategy, where you can spend just $2 and use some of our tactics to get an absolute flood of traffic. This is a strategy behind that 26 million visitor website that I showed just a little bit ago. That's how we did it. And the beauty of it is that you can use the strategies in that video and combine them with what I just taught you here in NotebookLM. They go together perfectly, like chocolate and peanut butter, as they say. So you'll see maybe there or maybe there, I'm not sure where, somewhere around here, a link to go watch that video. Tap it and go check it out. You'll be amazed at how cheaply it is to get traffic. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.